Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
How's it going? Welcome. For those of you who may be brand new and don't know who I am Kimmi Nunnally, Notary Educator Extraordinaire. I'm in the great state of Georgia, but I teach notaries nationwide. It doesn't matter where you're located. You can be a great notary. Yes, I do. I also have a notary business success program that is going amazing, helping other people, like I just said, notaries nationwide to grow their business. They're doing field inspections. They're doing mystery shopping, apostilles. They are doing all the things. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Anderson71. What's up? So your girl's still rocking my little natural here. I think I may wash my hair today and get my curls back. So I hope some of you don't mind my little natural look, my real natural look. But anyway, I said I got to do my live really quick. Whatever. It is what it is, right? Today we are talking about something I did yesterday, actually. You know, I got a story. When you actually work out here in these notary streets, I could tell you a story every day, probably 2 or 3 per day. Oh, hey, Ava. Thank you. Thank you so much, girl. Yeah, this is, yeah. I love it when it's really thick looking like this, but I'm ready for it. Let me cut that off. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. Let me cut that off. All right, here we go. Yeah, so anyway, thank you, Ava. I appreciate it. How you doing out there? What's going on with you? So I made a mistake. Well, I won't call it a mistake, but when I got there, I was like, what? So I went to a signing yesterday. It's so many little components to this signing. Hey, Wanda Gilmore, what's up? We got some of our notary educator people here. The mentees, the family in the house. So listen, I had a signing yesterday. And at the signing, I get there and this lady, this guy walks in as we're walking in. So I thought it was a son or a family member or something. She was like, oh no, this is my witness. And I said, witness? I looked at the document. And this is what happened, guys, when you only have 1 page. Now, if that had been a 400 page or 200 page or 100 page document, I would have looked at it probably a little bit more. I'm like, oh, easy peasy. I just need her signature. We're out. No. Hey, Willie Pannell. No, I actually needed a witness for that signing yesterday. And I didn't know that. And the signing company did not mention it. So I think they didn't mention it because they had already told the actual signer that they need to provide their own witness. So that could have been disastrous. Fortunately, I had Jeffrey with me yesterday. He typically goes to appointments. So he could have been the witness. But I was just almost hitting myself because I didn't realize that, hey, girl, you need a witness for this signing, okay? And remember, if it needs a witness, you cannot get the document and say, I'm going to get my friend to sign it later. I'll get my husband to sign it later. My boyfriend can sign it later. No, all people need to be at the signing. You, the witness, and the signer. All 3. The notary, the witness, and the signer. All 3. So that could have been terrible, right? Now, fortunately, she had her own witness, so check. That went well. Another piece of that signing I wanted to share with you is that, actually 2 more. So when the signing company called me, they called me direct. That's what direct means. They call you direct. It's not through a signing company. This particular title company called me and they said, hey, I got this signing. I want to know, can you go and do it at 1:30? I was like, no, I cannot. I was in Athens, Georgia. So if you know anything about Georgia from Atlanta, that's probably like 2 hours, almost hour 45 from Atlanta. Hey, TTV, what's up? So anyway, when they asked me to go at 1:30, I was like, I cannot go at 1:30. I said, I can go at 6 o'clock. And I said, now, no, I'm locked in sometimes. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, I can go at 6 o'clock, but I can't teaching me and helping me. Oh, hey, you're so welcome. Welcome, welcome. Where are you located? Yeah, so I said I can go at 6 o'clock. I didn't think she was going to take my offer. So she said, well, if I can't find anyone, and I told her my price, it was literally one document, one page, $125. Yep, $125. I'm not making it up. I'm sorry. This is the easiest thing I'll probably do all week. It was just it was a document that probably should have been signed at the beginning. And it wasn't. Oh, Elijah. Okay, Elijah. That's why I always say everybody got different names over here than they do in the group. Welcome, Elijah. Elijah just started with us. Welcome, Elijah. So, yeah. So this is another little lesson for you. If they offer you a certain time and you cannot do it, counter offer. They may take it later. It wasn't something, and it depends on if the document needs to be back within the hour, maybe. If it needs to be in before the end of business. There's a lot of factors that go into if they can accept your counter offer. But one thing is for sure, if you're not counter offering either the price, the time, or anything, it's a definite no. That's one thing I always learn from my dad. If you don't ask, it's already a no. So I offered 6 o'clock. They took 6 o'clock. So yesterday, after I got back from Athens, I came home and printed the document right quick because they do have a app, this particular client I'm talking about, but the app doesn't work properly. They knew that. I told her about it. She was like, oh, yeah, we know. Whatever. So, but I was able to get that job last night. Came in, printed it really quick. It had to go back to FedEx this morning. Wasn't going back out last night because they needed to scan back. And I do have a mobile scanner, but I wanted to actually, it had to be uploaded to their portal. Yeah, that's why I couldn't scan it using one of my little scan apps I got. So, it's a lot of different ways to make money out here. You just have to be creative. And that's why I'm mentioning about the counter offering. I do teach you how to properly counter offer your pricing in the pricing course. I'll also teach you how to do that in the mentorship program. We frequently have sessions on that, how to properly counter offer, how to price your services. Because if you don't know, even this particular person, she asked me, she said, well, hey, can you do it any cheaper? And I was like, no, I said, I think we'll stay with that dollar amount because it's in Decatur, traffic, Atlanta. And she was like, I understand. So they have money, guys. When they try to counter with you or they don't want to, that just means some more money that they're going to keep. So why not pay me? I'm the one going out there to do the work. Oh, Elijah, you are so sweet. Elijah says your mentorship program is actually amazing. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, that's what we strive for. We've been doing it now for almost 3 years, the mentorship program. Yep, almost 3 years. So thank you, Elijah. I was not going to roll out that program until we had it right. As a team, we talked about rolling out a mentorship program for years. We're not new to this. We're true to this. We had talked about it for years, rolling out a mentorship program. We were like, nope, if it's not right, we're not going to do it. So it was never right for me, even though as a team, we felt like, you know what, we're ready. We're ready. I'm like, we're not ready. And I wanted to roll out a mentorship program that would help the community, right? Wouldn't interfere with my own personal notary business because I have my own business that I'm running. And that I could be able to do a little combination of both, right? So it worked out. So finally, initially, for those of you who may be brand new, I rolled out, hey, I'm going to give you access to, well, first we had a mentorship program that was strictly mentorship. It didn't come with any courses. It didn't come with anything. But people love that. So that was just one thing. But we focused more on those that were actually kind of more mature in their notary business. At that point, it wasn't more like starting up. It was more like if you already got your business up and running, you need help, we got you. So that was the first mentorship. Then we did a different spin on it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give the people access to my courses for a monthly fee. People loved it. They went crazy. But then I told my husband, I said, no, this year, and this is why I always say now, no more excuses because we got you. No more excuses. So I told my husband, I said, I really want to focus on giving them access to the courses, but then they need access to me. They need access to us as a team. How can we make that happen? And then we changed it up again. So now it's like a perfect, what they say, chef kiss on the mentorship program. So you now have access to all the courses, all the documents. You have, depending on which level you pick, You either have your core courses or you have all of the courses, whichever one you pick is totally up to you. But every week we all meet together. So that started back in October. One group, one family. It's not, well, these people don't have access to the community. No, everybody has access to the community. So we're constantly evolving how this mentorship is working. And I'm so grateful, and you guys are grateful too, that it's working out for both of us. So thank you so much. And he says, I love the sample documents. They help a lot. You are so welcome. So not only do I just provide documents, but I actually explain the documents in the mentorship program. And Elijah found us on by means of the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been my pleasure. Again, I love teaching. I love sharing what I know with you guys. And that's why, again, for me, it's so easy to come on here and do these lives, because this is something I do every day. I do this every day, all day. I'm stamping papers. I'm doing something in this notary space. I'm helping you to grow your businesses, okay? So it's not just about me and what I can do for my business. What any decision I always make is, how can it help the notaries? And as I help you, I'm going to win. It's no doubt. It's no doubt. So, a couple of you had asked several times about the field inspection course. I was like, well, I don't have a field inspection course. I didn't at the time. But as I kept listening to people's statements and everything, I was like, oh, we do need a field inspection course. Booyah. So I got a field inspection course. Then mystery shopping kept coming up. And I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this mystery shopping course. So then mystery shopping, it's been a hit. I had no idea that my field inspection course and my mystery shopping course would help take my notaries' businesses to the next level. I really didn't. I knew it was going to add to it because I do field inspections, I do mystery shopping, I do all these things. But for some of my people, they are killing the game. Yes. So we just talked about this with the field inspection and the mystery shopping. It depends on what you do. Some of those can be $50, $75. We got one person who is doing, there is a mystery shopping course too, Elijah. You can check that out. Mystery shopping is just that. You go into a store and you're pretending that you are a client and they will pay you for that. Some of them have hotel jobs, all kind of stuff. Thank you, Wanda. Wanda says, I love the Notary Educators Mentor Program. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it. Yes, you guys are true blue too. And so I got somebody else in the mentorship though. They're doing mystery shops by telephone. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Shout out Miss Leslie. She's doing it by telephone. So, hey, I give you one piece of information, you guys take it and y'all just run. I'm just like, whoa. It's amazing to me. So again, I feel so blessed to be on this journey with you guys. So for those of you who may not be in the program, you want to check it out. You got 2 entry points. You can join today at the $27 level, or you can join today at the $47 level. Either one, you can upgrade, downgrade, wherever your budget is. If you want to just get started, start with the 27. You can cancel at any time. Sometimes people seem to have a hard time with cancellation. We're not trying to keep you. You can leave whenever you want. You actually just click that little face like with any other membership. Then it will say account settings or something like that. You go in there and click deactivate. Boom. Okay. Not trying to hold you hostage. You can come. We have some people that go. They come for 3 or 4 months. They say, you know what, Kimmy, I need a little break. Come back and stay another 4 months. Whatever you want to do is your membership, okay? I'm going to have to get into those so I can quit my job. Yes. And then we always tell people, you ain't got to rush today to say I'm going to quit my job tomorrow, okay? I always say that. We are not going to just quit our jobs tomorrow. We're going to work into it. We're going to grow our business. Elisha, thank you. He said, listen, y'all, the $47 is worth it, and you get your money back if you just apply yourself. That's so true. It is an investment. That's why, honestly, we have a very nice running membership program. The average person stays with us 1.5 years. And it's not because they don't know what they're doing. They're in the program because they're winning. Every session they come to, they're growing their business. It's an investment. Because if I'm not dropping gems, somebody in the community is dropping gems. Yeah, he said, I want to quit tomorrow. Yeah, we are pumping the brakes. Yeah, but you can do this thing full time. You really can. And I got a video where I talk about making $10,000 per month. And can you realistically make $335 per day? That's what it takes to make $10,000 a month. Yes, you can. Now, if you're going to be about that hustle life, so I'm going to tell y'all what that looks like really quick. Martha, what's up? Martha's in the house, part of the Notary fam too. Hey, Martha. Because some people say, well, you can't really make that money in this business. Yes, you can. So what does that look like? Yesterday, I told you I had one page, one document, 6 o'clock last night. It was for $125. So if I do that 3 jobs, right? 3, it could be a mix of loan signing, field inspection. It might be doing 2, 3, mystery shopping, whatever. If you're going to be about that life and you can make $335 per day. Okay, that's any combination. That may mean you driving in Atlanta, or you driving in Dallas, you driving in the city. So I'm kind of particular about what jobs I take, okay, at this stage from me. I try not to go past like a 30-mile radius, you know. I won't even say 30 miles, kind of like, because Atlanta traffic is not a true 30 miles. 30 miles is an hour. So I try not to go as far as past like a 15-minute radius, 15 there, 15 back, which covers a lot in Atlanta. Let's see, we got some comments. Wanda says, I started with the 27 level, but I felt like I needed more information, so I moved up to the 47. And yes, it's a whole world notary information out there. Yes, Wanda, thank you. So that's what I was saying. You have flexibility in your membership. You can go up, down, whatever you want to do. It's your membership. And we're here to support you all the way. Now, back in the day, remember I just said the $27 program didn't come with the community. But now both levels come with the community. And I didn't know what would happen. The main reason I didn't do that was because of the money. The main reason we didn't do the 2 communities at first because we thought it would be too confusing. Whereas the $47 people know all about this, and then the $27 people only knew about that. But it didn't work out like that. Everybody is where they are in their business, and they're doing amazing. Those that need a little bit of help with apostille, they can ask the apostille question. Those that need help with this, they can ask that. So a lot of times, again, you may not want to start with the 47, but it's completely up to you. Most people just go ahead and do 47 because they already know the value is there. They know they want to do all these different forms of service, offer these different services, and they go and just join at the $47 and learn this business. Guys, please like the video for me while you are here. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. So you can actually join today and start immediately. You get immediate access. You don't have to wait for me to send you a link or a code or whatever. The moment you join, you start watching your courses. We meet every single Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And that was because that's what the community wanted. I'm all about what does the community want. So I found we did it on a couple of Mondays, and I was like, wow, the attendance on Mondays is like really great. And I was thinking, here again, and this is for you and your business too. It's not about what you want for your business. It's about what your customers want. So I'm thinking for me, I'm like, well, I don't really like to do a lot on Mondays. Mondays is a hard day coming off the weekend. I prefer to do it on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. That was my preference. Huh? I put out a survey and everybody was like Monday. We had like 2 people, 1 or 2 for Tuesday or Wednesday, but 98% was like Monday nights. And I was like, okay. So then I talked to Alexis, and any training that we do, any of our trainers, it's always Monday at 7. That's been working. So we've been doing Mondays and I think they like the fixed time, the fixed day and time too. So we do what the community wants, and it's been working for me too. So again, it's not my preference, but I do what the community wants for you and your notary business. It's some things that you're going to want to do that your clients may not like. And if you want to get their business, you're going to have to acquiesce. Okay. Elijah says 125. I did an affidavit today for 50. Yes. So we got to remember now, I've been doing this thing a whole lot longer, and $50 for one document is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. $50 for one page. How many of you had to work if you make $20 an hour, 2 hours and a half to make that money, to make $50? How many? Right? So I don't sneeze at $50 for one document either. Okay. I don't. As a matter of fact, I'm about that bottom line number. Remember, we just talked about trying to make $335 a day. What do I have to do to make $335 per day? It might mean I'm going to take a $30 job. It may mean I'm going to take a $40 job. Now, for me right now at this point in my business, when I first started, I did a lot of $30 jobs. Yeah, Martha's like, right. I mean, think about the math, people. Sometimes we think so small, okay? We think small. This is not directed to you, Elijah. It's directed to those haters out there that are saying, well, I ain't leaving my house if it ain't $150. I ain't leaving my house if it's not this. I ain't leaving my house. Now, I am going to make a comment that's contradictory to that. Because now at this point in my business, I've been doing this thing for like 6-7 years now, right? So for me and my business, now I don't put my vehicle out my drive under $50. The moment I pull it out is 50. I don't care if I'm going around a block, up the street, whatever, right? But when I first started, I did it for $40. Okay, and sometimes I would go for 30 just to get the experience, just to get started. But now at this point in my business, I don't put my SUV out under 50. Okay. Now, the last thing is I'll allow people to come to my home by appointment only. So I offer them two options. For me to come to you, remember my minimum is 50. If you want to come right here, it's okay. I'm gonna charge you 25, depending on what you got. Elijah says, I left with the quickness for my $50. Yeah, $50. Come on, let's go. My sister, you guys know she had started the business, but she decided to go in a different direction too. She decided to go full-time at her job, but she still runs her business. And when she goes out sometime and she gets them extra $50, they be adding up really quick. Yes, Elijah, so since he brought it up here, he messed around, like he said, and left his ink pens at home. So as I was saying earlier, Elijah, always have your bag packed. And this may not come across in the chat because, in the community, I'm talking kind of fast. But since we're here live, we can unpack that. So Elijah had an assignment. He is new with us, and he mentioned in the chat earlier in our community that he left his ink pens at home. So that being the case, though, Elijah, what I teach in Notary 101 and Notarize Like a Pro, because we can always do everything around here like a what, 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 like a pro, right? First thing I teach you is to get that notary bag stacked and ready, okay? Sorry, we are going to have our notary bag packed like a pro, yes. So we are going to have that notary bag packed. We're going to have our ink pens. We're going to have our clipboards. We're going to have our journal. Yes, Martha, let's go like a pro. Keep it at 100. Okay, we're going to notarize like a pro. So that means staying ready. So could you imagine back in the day when the doctors made house calls and they went out and they didn't have a stethoscope? Okay, they went out, they didn't have gauze or basic supplies. So it's the same thing in our notary space. I teach have a bag already packed. I don't have to wonder where my bag is. I don't have to wonder, do I have ink pens in it? No, I always keep it with pens, and you want to keep you some blue pens, some black pens, okay? He says, I had like 5 pens in before. I don't know where they went. Glad I had my stamp. Yeah, and they do get away from you too. So that's why I got so many ink pens, I'm telling you. I got so many ink pens in my bag. So keep blue and black. Keep a stack of them. My bag is outside, but y'all done seen my bag 1,000 times. But my bag is ready to go. It's like a doctor, okay? I don't play. Wanda says, I will go out for $30 out of my driveway under 10-mile radius. Over 10, it's a different price. Yeah, and that works for you and your business, That works for you and your business. And I'll give you guys another tip that I've been sharing in workshops, with our workshops that we do weekly. And I also have mentioned here on YouTube before, is that you may have a mobile office that's close to your home. So like, for example, if I did not allow people to come here by appointment only, then, and he's saying, Elijah said, I would be happy with $30. And $30, again, how many of us make $30 an hour? I never made $30 an hour at any of my jobs. I never made $30 an hour. That's just facts. That's just facts. So if you're not making $30 an hour, let's go get it. Okay. One piece of paper typically. So but I've been teaching people too, if you don't allow them to come to your home and you want a closer office space, it might be at the Dollar General. I always say that because that's what's close to me. It may be at the McDonald's. It may be somewhere that you say, I don't mind running up there for one piece of paper for $30. Okay. I'll meet them in McDonald's parking lot, or I'll meet them if you're not going to let them come to your home. Now, for me, again, by appointment only, and they cannot just roll up here. I've had a couple people that do it. It's very rare, very, very rare. And people say, well, Kimmi, aren't you scared to let them come to your house? And my mom did not like it. My husband did not like it either at first, but 99% of the people, they don't even know what a notary is until they need one. So we always are safe. They ain't rolling up here at midnight. You know, it's usually daytime. My neighbors are home. So yeah, so I feel okay with it. In my current circumstance, my husband is usually here. Now I have a few friends that are single and they do allow people to come to them. So, you know, that's going to be totally a business call. Okay. Business call. Rhonda, what's up? What's up? Rhonda says, good afternoon, everybody. Dealing with a migraine, but I'm listening. Oh, you be careful. I'm sorry you got a migraine. Actually, I woke up with a headache too, but I know what caused mine. Too much salt. Okay. I've been eating these chips. Somebody brought me some chips from Detroit. It's a Better Made chip. If you know, you know. And somebody brought me some chips. If y'all got some questions, go ahead and drop them. I'm going to hang out a few more minutes. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, a few more minutes. But they brought me these chips. They're Better Made hot. And they are salty. So I woke up with a headache yesterday. I woke up with a headache today. So you probably would say, well, Kimmi, why are you still eating those chips? Because your girl is crazy. Okay? Your girl is crazy. So, yeah. So that has not been good. And then actually I had McDonald's yesterday too. We had an early appointment. Been trying to eat at home, get back on track with our diet and stuff. We were off last week. And just whenever you go on vacation, whenever your routine has changed a little bit, for me, it's not good. So anyway, trying to get back on track. So that's what it was. So I woke up with a headache. So you take something, get you some rest, get you some tea, watch you a good movie, maybe find something to binge watch if you can. Hopefully you're home. So Rhonda says, where would be the best place to meet clients? Yeah, so that's what I was just saying, Rhonda. I always say maybe it's a McDonald's near you. Maybe there's a Starbucks near you. Something where you can go in and sit down, preferably. Depending on what kind of document they have. That's why your screening questions are so important. That's why you have a migraine too. Oh my goodness. Watch that salt, honey. Watch that salt. Watch that salt. Yeah, that salt it'll kill you. But yeah, so I always say, you know, McDonald's, Starbucks. My favorite go-to are Dunkin' Donuts too. I love going into a Dunkin' Donuts. Now, my favorite is going to be Panera or Starbucks, because they don't look at you like you ain't buying nothing. When I go in Dunkin' Donuts, I'll usually try to buy something because they're really looking like, who are you? Why are you here? So that's not my favorite place. I have a friend of mine. She meets inside the Kroger's. There's a Starbucks inside their Kroger's there. So you just get creative. Again, just find what's closest to you. A library. Yes, a lot of people meet at libraries. We have somebody else in the group. Shout out Lisa. She works. She'll go to her office complex. You know, they usually have a little business center. So there's all kind of ways, guys. We got to get creative to get our money. It's not going to just be sitting there waiting on us. We got to think outside the box. And that's what mentorship does for you. As I come up with creative stuff, I share it with you. I share it with you here free on YouTube, but you can only imagine what we're doing over in the Notary Business Success. Okay. Feel free to drop your comments because I see we got a lot of people that's joining us, and I'm so happy y'all here today. So Elijah says first notary was 35, second was 50. Yeah, so you made $85. Let's go. And I'm gonna go back to my original question. $85. If you made if it takes you $20 an hour, that's 4 hours. And how long it take you to do 2 documents for $85? Boom. Let's do the math, people. Let's do the math. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. So let's see. Let's go back. So Rhonda says there's a library near me. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was just saying. You could do a library. Hey, Meek. What's up? What's up? Yep. So you got to get creative, guys. It's not going to just always be, well, let me go and I can go here and I can go there. No, your girl go wherever she got to go. That's why usually you don't see me dressed in a 2 or 3 piece suit because I don't know if I'm going to be on the ground notarized. And I had been at UPS and I had to get on the ground almost. Not physically, but I had to put my clipboard down so I could stamp. Because you got to have a hard surface. If it's not, it ain't going to stamp right. Your paper going to be ugly. Okay, so these are all the kind of little gems and stuff that we go over in the community. So really quick, you got a $27 point entry, $47 point entry if you want to join the mentorship program. Cancel anytime. The 27 gets you access to all your core courses. 47 gets you your core courses plus all the little extra things that we do: apostille, wedding officiant, ink fingerprinting, mystery shopping, the whole shebang. Okay, both of them we meet together every single Monday. Doesn't matter if you pay 27, 47. Don't nobody know how much you paying. That's between you and your bank account. Okay, but you can start today. Join us now, and we meet every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Now, for those of you who may be saying, "Well, Kimmi, I just want to get one course. I want Notarize Like a Pro." And I do get that question a lot. What's the number one course I recommend you buy if you were going to just buy one thing from me? If you're going to buy one thing from Notary Educators, I always say start out with Notarize Like a Pro. Because if you don't know how to properly notarize, you have no business doing business. Okay? And I'm not going to say any names, but someone just recently told me that they was even looking at ChatGPT for some training. Okay, that's not how we learn to be a notary. That's not how you learn how to be a notary. That's not how you're going to learn how to be a notary notarize like a pro. Okay? Let's see. Oh, Elijah, I wasn't going to tell who it was. I wasn't going to tell that because you were here, Mr. ChatGPT. Elijah, you're going to be all right. I wasn't going to share it was you, Elijah. What they say, confession is good for the soul. Oh, my goodness. Emily, like, what up, though? That must be somebody from Detroit. West Side? All right, y'all, let's see. A database just hit me up for a notary POA. Oh, let's go. Elijah is killing the game. Elijah's actually in North Carolina. And he's in an attorney state like myself, guys. So when people telling you, you can't make no money in Georgia, you can't make no money in South Carolina, you can't make no money in North Carolina, you with the wrong crew, people. I am in an attorney state. If I can do what I do in Georgia and you're in a regular state, okay, let's just be clear. I'm in Georgia. I've had my business now for almost 7 years. I make money doing notary every day. Okay. So don't let nobody tell you you cannot make money in an attorney state. Okay. You just need to be with the right people. Even if you call the state of Georgia, they're going to tell you, oh, you can't be a loan signing agent. Really? They don't recognize the title. Okay. And there are certain documents that I cannot do. I cannot. So I'm going to give you a couple right now because somebody always says, well, Kimmi, what can you do? I cannot do a refi on my own if the house is located in the state of Georgia. If the property is in the state of Georgia, it's a refinance. An attorney must be a part of that transaction. Boom. No questions asked. That's it. It's simple as that. But 90% of my documents do not involve an attorney. Okay. Tasha says, I'm in the process of becoming a notary in Michigan. I was concerned because I don't have a car, but there's a Family Dollar that's a 4-minute walk. Booyah, Tasha. Look at what happened with you being in the room today. And that's exactly what I would recommend. Especially, and it may be cold days where you're not able to do that. You may say, you know what? I ain't getting out here in 5 feet of snow walking up here doing no notary. But most of the year, your weather is not as intense as even the heat here in Georgia. So you should be able to, if you want to, and you can take that walk up there. They don't know that you're walking up there. They don't know that. You just roll your little bag up there and go inside Family Dollar and just do it right quick. Okay? Even if you were in the parking lot. They don't know that. Get you like a little rolling bag, have your clipboards, and they may say, you might have somebody say, well, how'd you get here? Oh, I just live up the street. I'm out for my walk. They don't have to know you don't have a car. They don't have to know all your business. So we just got to get creative. You see what we just did? We took Tasha's, I can't do this to, yes, I can. And that's what we do in mentorship. That's what we do in mentorship. The other day, really quick, somebody says, and feel free to drop your comments because I am going to head out shortly. But we had somebody else the other day, and they said, I'm going to just wait because they're in a northern state with a lot of snow. They said I'm going to have to wait and start taking pictures for my business once the snow is gone. I was like, what? Oh, no. We're going to upload a picture to Chat GPT and we're going to get us some pictures that way. And sure enough, everybody in the group started putting up their Chat GPT pictures and they are doing amazing. Oh, yes, we don't do no around here. Not in Notary Educators. We do not do no. And if you don't know something about Kimmi, now this could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing, okay? This could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. Your girl don't do no very easily. Ever since I was a child. If you tell me I cannot do something, then I'm like, how can I make that happen? So I'm born that way, okay? Just as sure as I'm born a woman, I cannot cut that off. So you ain't gonna tell me no, okay? Is it a true no? Is it a no that you put on me? Right? It's a difference. Sometimes it's a true no. It's a true no. If I put my hand in fire, I'm gonna get burnt. I'm not a magician or nothing like that. That's gonna happen. That's a true don't do that. But if it's just because you're afraid, you're scared, you don't try it, you don't think it's for you, and you're going to tell me not to do it, that don't work for me. I'm going to always turn a no into a yes. If I can. Even with my clients. If I can do it legally and I ain't going to jail, I'm going to make it happen. Now, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to make it happen. The other day, this client, she got all in a tizzy. That's the day I told you I was late for an appointment. And she didn't bring the documents she was supposed to bring. So if I was on time or not, she still ain't bring what she needed, right? I told her, hey, I will come and meet you tomorrow. I was already going somewhere else near where she lived at the next day. And I was trying to make it happen for her the same day. But they was like, well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to disturb this person. They got to get the kids. She came up with every reason why she couldn't do it. I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. I don't encourage you to roll like that. If it's any way possible I can make it happen, it's going down. So she kept telling me the reasons why she couldn't meet back that same day. That's on her. I offered 5 different things. Now, because it wasn't the one she wanted and it wasn't perfect, she was like, well, nah. And the husband was like, well, I don't want to bother my daughter because she got to get the kids from school. I don't want to do this. Oh, could you? I was just like, I don't do a whole lot of excuses, guys. I don't. And that's something I got to work on. And especially the older I get, I got to work on it. And part of that is because I've just seen so much death that I already know if you ain't making it happen like right now, and you keep saying, I'm a, maybe, it ain't gonna happen, guys. It's not. Now, again, I'm just born this way. I'm gonna make it happen. And my husband hate that mentality a little bit. He like, that's that Detroit thing. He's from Detroit too. But we all ain't created equal. I'm the Detroit hustler. Not a hustler in a bad way. Because y'all know that Detroit car salesperson that's going to make you buy that car even if you don't want that car. I ain't that person. But I am a hustler in the sense that it's going down. If I put my mind to it, it's something I really want to do, it's going to happen. And y'all got to be like that. And that's why I shout out Tasha J4121. Because she like, I ain't got no car, but it's a Family Dollar near me. Tasha, you go, girl. So yes, Tasha. And again, your client don't need to know you don't have no car. That just sounds like when they ask you, because they may say, oh, you walked up here? Yeah, I thought I'd get my daily walk in. Boom. Now that might mean too, you ain't doing notarizations at midnight and you walking up to Family Dollar, okay? Because we ain't trying to get robbed. And you may not go up there after dark, okay? We are in Michigan. All right. So that would just mean your clients might be from like 9 till 2 or 9 to 4. Something like that, okay? But they don't have to know that you don't have a car. I love it. This was a good conversation. LOL, that was me. Mr. Chat GPT, you are so funny. Ramona, they're laughing at you, Ramona. Oh, he's in South Carolina. My bad, not North. It's South Carolina. Okay. Martha says, thank you, Kimmi, for always dropping gems. This is fire. Yes, thank you. Like, for real. Tasha says, great idea. I'll get a rolling cart, maybe one I could sit on or attach a small chair. You could even do that. You could. Now, again, Tasha, and just you may be brand new with me. So just so you know, most of your general notary work when your public is calling you, you're not going to have time to sit up no chair, girl. You're going to get there. You're going to ID that person, write it in your journal, put them under oath if you got to, and that's it, and keep it moving, okay? Notarization is a little bit more than that, but I'm just saying you ain't got to really think, well, let me take a chair. Let me take a, no. Most of your general notary work is going to be real quick, and that's another reason why you have to learn how to screen your clients properly, because that'll let you know what they need to. If they say, well, hey, I got a 200-page mortgage package. Well, we know we ain't get ready to sit up there for 2 minutes. Now you need a chair, you need a table, they need a chair. You might need to go to the library, you know. And Tasha, too, one more, since you don't have a car, some of your appointments, you may find something that's really close to you, like a library, and you might get Uber up to the library and back. So if you made $150 on a job and Uber was $10 there, I don't know how much Uber costs now because I know it's been gone up. But if it's $10 there, $10 back, you still made $130, right? If it was $150, or if the job is $150 and you got to pay $25 each way, you made $100. It still may be worth it for you to find a nice location that you could Uber to, Uber back. Okay. So there are ways to work around not having a vehicle. Also, Michigan, you can do remote online notary. So that's another option for you. So there's always ways that we're going to get this money, y'all. I'm telling you, quit playing with me. Quit, what they say, don't play in my face. Y'all talking to the wrong one when you come with excuses. And I'm not talking to you, honey, because you clearly are a person that's working through your obstacle. But some of y'all be coming up with too many excuses. Kimmi, when I, maybe, possible. We ain't playing spades. We playing real life. And your girl don't do excuses. So I always tell people in membership, you might see a different Kimmi over a mentorship than you see here on YouTube, okay? Because over there, we family, and we're going to keep it 100, and we're going to get these jobs done, and we're going to be making no mistakes, and I'm going to be coming for you, okay? All right, Rhonda says, Kimmi, do you have to be a notary to join the mentorship program? I took my exam last year, and I missed about 1 point, so I'll be taking it again this year. You don't have to, Rhonda, but I really like you to be already have your commission and everything. That way, yeah, that's not a requirement. It's not a requirement, but it's kind of like getting a car and you don't have a driver's license, you know, where you can't go anywhere. Now, if you just want the knowledge and it can prepare you, it can even help you for the test. Now, we'll say that being a part of the membership and the training can help you prepare you for your test, whatever state you're in, because the information is just amazing. It just is. But no, you don't have to be a notary to join the mentorship program. But again, I usually recommend you have your commission. And that's because I walk from a place of authenticity. I mean, I don't usually tell people, yeah, come on through. And no, I like you to have your commission, because that way I know you can go use it, you know. But sure, you can come on, hang out with us. We would love to have you. I think I answered your question. That's the way I am. Don't tell me I can't do something. I will find a way, baby. Yes. Just go, Rhonda. Yes. Hey, Nika. What's up? Gotta find a way. Yeah. And then, because this market is not saturated, don't let anyone tell you that. Yep. Elijah's right. The market. And that's the thing, guys. I keep telling y'all, quit listening to everybody. Quit listening to everybody. Some people do YouTube, and I do YouTube for educational purposes, okay? It's very rare that I'm going to put something out here clickbait. Clickbait, for those of you who do not know, that means as a YouTuber, a content creator, because I am a content creator too. I'm a notary, I'm an educator, and I'm a content creator. This is a YouTube channel, right? So I put certain videos out here, and that's why my videos sometimes don't even get the play that other people's videos get, because I'm going to keep it 100. I do educational. I don't do clickbait. I don't put every video. You can make $100,000, $200 per signing, $500 per signing. I don't do all that. I'm going to keep it real, because I'm in business for long term. I'm in business for long term. So I've had this business, like I said, we've been on YouTube almost 5 years. So I just keep it 100. I'm not coming on here telling you no crap just so you can click it and then, you know, no, I want you to come here. I want you to learn what you need to learn. If you see like you need more, I want you to join our mentorship program, and we got you beginning to end. Boom. Okay. So that's how we roll. That's how we roll. If you don't have a car at the moment, can I still start? Yes. And we just talked about that. We just talked about that, Nika. We just talked about that. And then go back and watch that little part. I'll give you a snippet really quick, but we just had that whole conversation with Tasha where she doesn't have a car. And we gave her a lot of suggestions on how to make that happen. The closest thing for her, she said she has a Family Dollar right near her, and she could walk to that location. So again, I was saying, you don't have to tell your client, oh, I don't have a car, woe is me, you know. No, you got to say all that. You just, and then your client may ask you, well, did you walk up here? Oh, yes, I did. I just wanted to get my exercise in for today. They don't have to know all your business. Okay, so we just gave a little workaround. So go back and watch that. It was a very in-depth and very good conversation. Okay. Tasha says definitely not going out after dark. Yes. Elijah says 10 to 15 minutes tops for those general notarizations. Should I be nervous for my first POA? Nope, you don't need to be nervous. And actually go and watch the estate/trust training if you have a moment, Elijah. Watch the estate/trust training. I cover the POA very detailed there. It isn't a specialty course, one of the first courses that you watch, but watch the one about the estate/trust, okay? I do want to give y'all a coupon code, and I'm going to get my next person, get the rest of y'all comments. Coupon code for today is going to be, let's do WIN2025, WIN2025. And that'll get you 60% off any self-paced course that you want. Notarize like a pro, the estate, ink fingerprinting, field inspection, mystery shopping, any one course. Whatever you want, you can buy multiple, but it's 60% off the single courses, okay? And that's coupon code WIN2025. And all of this we talked about is at notaryeducators.com. Okay, notaryeducators.com. Tasha says, I'm in Flint. Let's go, Flint. I used to hang out there back in the day. Gotta stay running distance. Oh my God. Yes. I used to hang out in Flint all the time back in the day. Yes. Nika says, I could walk to the library. Girl, you got a perfect hookup. Perfect hookup at the library. Let's go. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Let's think outside the box. You are so welcome, Tasha. When you guys get ready, Nika, you're welcome too, honey. When you get ready, come on through for mentorship. Okay, we got you. We've been here, gonna be here, God willing. And either $27 or $47 get you in the house. Whichever one you want. Rhonda, yes, honey. Louisiana is a beast. The hardest states to become a notary are Louisiana and New York. Let's see, Louisiana, New York, and California. They have the most strenuous testing. Not that you can't do it, but it does take a little while. So I always find some practice guides for Louisiana. I don't have any. My state don't require nothing really. Now they do. They just started a little $10 test you got to take. And they had it when I started, and I took the test just because that's just me. And I'm a trainer, educator, so I always like to be able to tell people about what they're getting into. But yeah, your state is a little complicated. So don't beat yourself up because you missed it, okay? Do not beat yourself up. But I would do some practice testing before I started again, okay? Nika says, I tried to fill out, but didn't know which E&O and bond, etc. They don't have me. Yeah, so for the E&O insurance and bonding and all of that, I go to the NNA. I don't try to go to no other little companies or even any big companies. I just get all my notary stuff like that from the NNA, my insurance and my bond. I do have a bond, but not for my notary commission. My bond is because I do immigration documents too. Loosely, I say that. Okay, I keep that bond active rather. So I don't actually do immigration because I don't like it. But I've been trained and I got everything I need to do it. Okay. I'm one of them people too. I like to keep it active. If I already got it, I ain't letting it go. Okay. But my errors and omission, I got a minimum of $25,000. If you want more, you can do that. It's up to you and your business plan. I'm not an attorney, so I can tell you what to get, but usually minimum 25 is fine. I've been working with that for 7 years. Boom. If you want more, you can. You will come across a few signing companies that require more. If they require it and you want to work with them, you can always increase it through the NNA, okay? Typically, you can work with $25,000. Bonding is based on each state, so your state may or may not require that. And you can always get my Start Your Notary Business book and go to your state's website also, okay? My book is designed to help you start that business. Your state website book is going to tell you exactly what to do, okay? Nika says they don't have me. I'm not sure what that was because we had so many conversations. Hey. Anika's in Florida. Yeah, oh yeah, Florida's an excellent state to be a notary. Because y'all have no restrictions down here. You can even do weddings under your notary commission, okay, in Florida. Florida is a bomb state to be a notary. It's the best state. Florida is one of the best states to be a notary. It really is. Because you got the weather. You don't have no restrictions, not like we do. So, yes. So, we'll be looking for you guys over in the mentorship program. Again, check out NotaryEducators.com for all things notary. Your girl got to get out of here because I got other appointments. I have a 7 o'clock. Yes, you got this, Nika. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, I will see you guys on the flip side sometime tomorrow. If I get a moment, I will be here live. If not, I'll see you over in the mentorship or see you sometime next week. Okay. Bye. Be safe. Oh, let me get this last comment. Hold on. Last comment. Because it's so long and then Rhonda took time to write this. Okay, last comment. Beast is not the word for it, but they have made it a little easier by putting the exam on the computer now instead of the paper exam, and they have cut the questions down to 50 instead of 75. Oh, cool. Oh, what a blessing. Yeah, I know yours is really intense. I do know that. I've had a lot of students pass through. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the rest of these comments. Let me get the rest of these. I'm so sorry. And then I am going to get out of here. Donna's, I hate not to get a comment. How did I miss that? Oh, here's a job calling me. She got to wait a minute. She'll call back because I'll call her back. Because I want to get y'all comments really quick. Donna says, I am in Florida. I just signed up with you last night. I'm so excited. Donna, welcome. Welcome, Donna. I'm so glad you made it over here. And I just put a little welcome in the chat earlier today. I'm glad I got to meet you over here. So I'll see you on Monday, okay? And welcome again. Florida is in the house. And we have many, many states representing the guys. Florida, Oklahoma, New York, Texas. I mean, we got so many. But come on through. And welcome again. Thank you, Donna. Wanda says, everyone have a great day. Martha saying the same thing. And Roberta saying thanks. Okay. All right, people. Yes, I will see y'all soon, okay? Good day. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.